All right. Good morning, everyone. It's a quarter after 11 on the 25th of June, 2021, and today I get to do a $177 recap. So, the stocks that I traded were Nike, CarMax, and FFHL. And let's go over it. So, first up is Nike. And I had levels on Nike at 147.27 and 144.88. And I had a feeling this morning that when I did my morning strategy session, I had a feeling that Nike wouldn't come anywhere near my levels, which they didn't. So I was watching Nike. I had a close eye on it. And I attempted to enter Nike as it broke back above this candle right here, the 3-minute candle, inside this candle. And I did, but I only got filled. I did put an order in there, and I only got filled on 55 shares down here. You can see 55 shares for a 68-cent per share profit, $37 profit. So I think... I really don't remember exactly what price I got filled on, but I wound up selling it essentially within the same candle. It may have been the next candle where I sold it, but I think it was within the same candle. So I was just kind of like, it was a momentum trade. I wasn't treating it like one of my my other strategy where I have the support on. And so, yeah, just kind of, left it there. Now, the next trade that I got in on Nike, you can see here this red trade right here, the only red trade of the day. I got in on 100 shares, and I was playing it as though it was a momentum setup, and I got in for the break of this 153.94. You can see it fell away pretty quickly. It went all the way down to 153.04, but I managed to get out of it with a 59-cent loss per share rather than like the whole, having to stick through it this whole way through. And then it didn't come back to approach that 153.94. So cutting losses quickly there, treating it as though it was a momentum trade, worked out. And so then I was watching it again. Okay, and so then here's the bottom of this breakdown candle right here. And I entered right here at 153.05. The line is at 153 even, but I was able to get filled at 153.05. And I only made about 11 cents. It went up and started to drop down, bobbled around a bit, and I dumped it before it hit break even here, right in here. So I was kind of like, after that point, I was like, all right, it's over with. But you can see later on, actually, it came back down to the test this sort of 151 area, 151 area. It would have been another good entry, but by that time I was kind of like, I'm done trying to trade this. It was just sort of coincidental in my mind that it found support in this area. Well, it's not coincidental, but I didn't trust it, and so I didn't try and take that trade. So those are my trades on Nike. All in all, on Nike, I was, about $10 negative on Nike for the day, unfortunately. Then KMX. So KMX, I could have gotten a better entry on KMX, and I wound up letting this one go a little bit too early because I was just happy to be back above break even. I was looking, so after I was done trading this first trade right here, I got filled. I put in 100 shares, as I saw it coming down, I put in an order for 100 shares at 124.35 and got filled. And then put in another 100 shares at 123.47 and got filled. And it started to dip down. I was kind of like, But so I bought it on this candle and then sold it on this candle. Total profit on KMX there. I don't want to say total profit, but let's see, 109, 120, or 130, 145, 150. So on this trade right here, I made about 150 bucks. in these candles right here. Really could have been quite a bit better. It did go up to 128, so I left quite a lot on the table, but I would have had to have gutted out and waited it out and stuff. And I'm just one for taking profits when I get it. The upside on this was definitely a lot better. And the next trade okay, yeah, so I was watching it for a break above this sort of trend line right here, and I didn't take the trade on this one. I just left this one alone. And so then over here for the break of 126.25, I got in, and I made about, let's say I made about, I only traded 50 shares, and I made about 5 cents per share, so another $12, so no big deal. It was a really small trade. I didn't have a high degree of confidence for a big move at this time of day. It's getting after 10 o'clock, and after the morning sort of rush, there's the sort of 9:30 to almost 10 o'clock movement on all these stocks. The market has gone quiet. It's just gone, like, there's just been really like no movement. You can see here KMX is just kind of bobbled back and forth. Nike after about 10 a.m. and there was a little bit of movement on Nike, but nothing tradable. So it hit 10 o'clock, and it was kind of like, okay, everybody's going home. Good Friday, all right, or not Good Friday, but a good start to the weekend. Let's go home. So then there's FHL. Now I happen to catch FHL right here, and I only got FHL for 15 cents on 200 shares. And you might kind of think, well, why? What had me choose to buy into FFHL right here? And this is why right here. I put a Fibonacci on this for the pre-market high, and price, came down below the 61.8 fib, and then was hovering around right at it. And then just as it started to break the 61.8 fib, I bought 200 shares, and I only caught 15 cents on this move from $12.95 up to $13.60. But it was a quick in and out momentum trade for $30. Definitely, it was. I could have gotten more off of all these trades. Actually, I could have maximized gains quite a bit more. But I'm winning. Generally speaking, I'm making more money than I'm losing. Overall, and so my strategy is working, and it's going to come to a point of maximizing winnings here pretty soon. So yeah, that's about it for my day. Not a bad day, not a great day, but I can go into the weekend, comfortably, and not be agitated all weekend about my performance over the week. So the broader index, let's see here. The SPY went up to new all-time highs today. Let's see where it closes. Yeah. No real clear entries here on the 1 minute and 10 minute RSI. 1 minute is given pretty clean entries, but I really like to have confirmation on the 10 minute for my entries. Now the VIX is going both into oversold here, or I'm sorry, yeah, oversold. So it doesn't mean that the SPY is about to turn around and start going the other direction. But it's likely, that the SPY is getting ready to turn around right here for another leg down. I don't know how much or how far, and there's not really there isn't a clear signal here. The SPY did go into overbought here at 1020. Over here, it was close to overbought, but not a really clear signal. It was only 75-cent move, so not really a lot there to trade on the SPY right now. It's moving pretty slowly in tight range. Now Bitcoin here, you can see it's just generally bearish. After it tested the neckline, came down here to test support, started to run up a little bit. It was looking promising, but now today, let's see, it's down almost 6% as of right now. Yeah, not. It doesn't look for the miners that I'm interested in. It doesn't look like it's a good entry on those yet. And the miners that I'm keeping an eye on are Sino and Investing View. Coin is trading somewhat similar to the way Bitcoin trades, but I don't think that it's. If Bitcoin goes down really hard, I don't think Coinbase will go down really hard. Coinbase has just an incredible number of people investing in crypto coin on its website, on its application. So I think Coinbase, we'll see. I have a support line on Coinbase here, going from the bottom of May 19th to the bottom of June 22nd as a support line. We'll see if it holds. If it doesn't hold, then I'll look for another place to enter Coinbase. If it does hold and starts to move up, then I'll start buying a little bit of Bitcoin at a time. 250 is a line in the sand here. 250 represents the IPO price. So right now it's definitely lagging. The IPO price went down as low as 208, which is nearly a 20% drawdown from the IPO price. And earnings is coming up in 48 days. So we'll see how it does. We'll see how this thing performs and what Bitcoin does and crypto in general, what it does. And I am eventually planning on entering Coinbase at some point. Exactly where, I don't know. If I were to guess right now, I would say it's somewhere around the support line, but I want to wait to see. We've gotten an initial low right here, then this little low right here on the 22nd that establishes a trend line, but that trend line isn't like really official until it's held a third time and then starts to move away. And if it starts to move away and it gets back above 250, then I'll be very bullish on Coinbase. Let's see what else is going on. There's a little bit going on with the dollar. So the dollar's trying to rally back to the open here, the 930 open. No, actually, I'm sorry. It's rallied past the 930 open. Yeah, since the 930 open here, it opened at roughly 91.61 for regular trading hours, and it has rallied a bit. It looks like it's getting close to overbought on the 10-minute and is coming out of overbought on the 1-minute, and that'll affect the way metals perform. Silver's gotten the snot knocked out of it here. It's down $2 over the past couple of weeks here, so. Once the dollar starts to roll over again, which I think the dollar is going to be, I think it's heading downward. It's headed for more weakness for a while. And once the dollar establishes that it can't break this recent high here, if it goes below that recent low of 89.21, I think the dollar's got quite a bit further down to go, and silver has quite a bit further higher to go. Just waiting on those, though. Just very patiently waiting. All right. So that is my trading day. Good luck out there, everybody. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I will see you on Monday morning's strategy session. Have a great weekend, everyone. And I am out.